What's the grossest thing you've ever witnessed at a restaurant? I used to work at this upscale steakhouse in downtown Chicago where the cheapest meal was about $60, the kind of place with white tablecloths and servers in bow ties. I was a busboy, so I saw everything that happened behind the scenes. One night, we were slammed with a corporate event, about 50 people in suits ordering the most expensive items on the menu. The kitchen was chaos. Our head chef was screaming orders while line cooks scrambled to keep up. I was clearing plates when I noticed something disturbing. The sous chef dropped a raw steak on the floor. Not just any floor, but the disgusting kitchen floor that hadn't been properly mopped in days. It was covered in grease, food particles, and who knows what else. Without hesitation, he picked it up, looked around to see if anyone important was watching, then tossed it back on the grill like nothing happened. I froze in place, completely horrified. This wasn't some cheap burger at a fast food joint. This was a $90 filet mignon that someone was about to pay good money for. I thought about saying something, but I was just a 19-year-old busboy who needed this job to pay for college. The sous chef caught me staring and gave me this look that clearly said, "Mind your own business." I reluctantly went back to clearing tables, feeling sick to my stomach. About 20 minutes later, I was refilling water at a table when I saw the same steak being served to a woman celebrating her anniversary. The plate was beautifully arranged with truffle mashed potatoes and asparagus, looking like something from a food magazine. She took a photo of it before cutting into the steak, smiling as she took her first bite. Her husband asked how it was, and she said it was the best steak she'd ever had. That's when something in me snapped. I couldn't let this continue. After my shift, I approached the restaurant manager and told him what I'd seen. He seemed concerned and promised to address it. The next day, I came in for my shift and was immediately called into the office. I thought they were going to thank me for speaking up. Instead, they fired me on the spot for creating a hostile work environment. The sous chef had denied everything and claimed I was making up stories because he had reprimanded me for being slow. I was devastated, but it gets worse. 3 days later, the local news reported that 15 people had gotten severe food poisoning from our restaurant on the night of that corporate event. The health department conducted a surprise inspection and found numerous violations. The restaurant was shut down temporarily, and both the head chef and sous chef were fired. I received a call from the owner apologizing and offering my job back with a raise. I declined. I later learned from a former coworker that dropping food on the floor and serving it anyway was a common practice there when they got busy. Apparently, their motto in the kitchen was "a little dirt never hurt." The restaurant reopened under new management a month later, but their reputation never fully recovered. To this day, I can't eat at fancy restaurants without wondering what's happening in the kitchen. And whenever someone asks me about gross restaurant experiences, this is always my go-to story, because sometimes the grossest things aren't what you can see, they're what happens when you're not looking. In reflective solitude, I often revisit that chaotic night. The memory of the unsanitary steak, the careless flurry of orders, and the unyielding indifference of authority still burns within me. It is a silent, persistent call to uphold truth, even when it costs dearly, and to never compromise on dignity. By sheer will,